I mean, you didn't get New Orleans, but you got Houston, so that's pretty good, right?
Well, I wanted Houston, man. I didn't want New Orleans, because I wanted to go home and eat. So, but it's been hell, though. I ate so much gumbo and so much food. I gained like 10 pounds when I went home, so I've been walking around like 175 up until like last week, man. It was kind of scary at first. I was like, damn, why the weight not coming up? So I was trying to run off all that gumbo.
How about these last couple days, though? Are they going to be all right?
I'm good, man. I'm only 7 over right now, dude. I'm feeling good. I'm still real hydrated. I feel like a champ right now.
Davis had some kind of blunt comments this week where he talked about your past and where he thought you were and where you've come. You're pretty accepting of that, though, right? I mean,
yeah, man. I told the other people, man, Dana made those comments because he cared. If he didn't care, he wouldn't have said anything. If he didn't care, I wouldn't be in a position that I'm in. At that time when I got in trouble and fell into that black hole, the UFC could have booted me a long time ago. There's so much talent. Why they chose to keep me, they saw something in me. And right now, man, I just use that as motivation, man. I know I have the owner and CEO of the company in my corner, man. That's the greatest feeling in the world.
For this camp, you chose to switch it up and go to Imperial and Boca. How's that changed your game from Jackson to the new team?
It hasn't changed it much, man. Like I tell everybody, man, I already have my style of fighting that I invented myself a long time ago. But it's always good to go and get help from world-class trainers. And when my agent brought in Henry, he's a Dutch kickboxing champion from Holland, I couldn't wait to go and work with him. And honestly, since I've worked with him, I'm hitting probably a little, like 5-6 times harder than what I was hitting. All because the Dutch way of fighting is very powerful, and he showed me some ways of channeling my punches and kicks into a little bit more power. And I'm excited myself about Saturday because I'm excited to see what's about to happen.
Did he train with Cosmo Alexander as well? So how does that help you out?
Cosmo
he's a Muay Thai champion.
Very phenomenal kickboxer. He helped me in a lot of ways. All those guys there helped me, man. Anthony Johnson, Michael Johnson, George Santiago. All those guys were good help. But, yes, I'm still training in Albuquerque. Yes, I'm still affiliated with Jackson's. But, I have to make decisions in my career that's going to help Melvin. Not,
right.
I don't care about the egos or whatever Rashad and John got going on. They're both of my good friends. Rashad's like a brother to me since season 2 Ultimate Fighter. I never turn my back on neither one of those guys. I just hope they can sort their stuff out and get their stuff together because, I'm not the middleman. I'm there for me. And right now, it's kind of sad to say, but I have to be selfish to a sense because I have to get my title. Those guys already taste success. They know what it feels like to be a champion and have Dana put that belt around their waist. I haven't tasted that yet. So right now, I think I have a good formula for success, and I'm going to stick to it.
Right on.
Joe seems to think that you're looking past him at the title.
Nah, I'm not looking past Joe at all, man. Joe's tough. I give a lot of respect to that kid. I give a lot of respect for him for even taking the fight. A lot of guys turn down the fight. So I respect Joe Lazan. He's a very dangerous guy, and he's very talented. Does he present any problems for me? Yes, if I allow him to. But I'm going in the same way I went in on Dunham, who was a BJJ guy. Same way I went in on Roller, who was a BJJ guy. Man, they're going to call me the jiu-jitsu killer after I'm done with Lozon.
Now, his argument is that he comes from different angles than they do. Do you see that?
I come from different angles too when I'm punching. So he's got to put me to the mat and hold me before he can submit me. I promise you that. Joe Lazan, he's not even big enough to be a 55er. He should be a 45er in my book. He's a small guy. I know Joe personally as well. He's not that big of a guy, and I know damn well he's not that strong than me. So I'm not worried at all, man. But like I said, a lot of little guys, man, I believe in the little guys. I knocked a lot of big people out of my life. So you can't always underestimate the little guy. He's crafty, bro. The guy he's dangerous if I allow him.
You talked about the guys you beat, but you have had submission losses in the past. What's the difference now? Is it a mentality? Is it a technical thing? What's the difference now that you can deal with those guys?
Well, I'm working at Jackson's, man. I'm working with guys like Carlos Condit, Donald Cerrone. These guys got world-class jiu-jitsu, man. I'm not afraid of being on the ground with guys anymore. In my past, I would panic. I would worry. I'd be like, damn, I need to get up. Now, man, I'm gonna chill on the mat and rest and catch my breath until I'm ready to get up. And when I'm ready to get up, I'm gonna get up. And then I'll finish the fight. So that's the way it go, man. I have to fight my fights. I'm at the level in my career where I got to be mistake-free. And Saturday night, I have to show that I can't make a mistake against Joe Lazan. If I make a mistake, it can be a bad night for me.
Has it been hard for you to kind of figure out where you are in the title picture? I mean, you mentioned Dana's comments, but he kind of brought that up 2 weeks ago because he said he looked at you as probably the #1 guy, and now he's talking about Gilbert Melendez. It seems kind of...
Man, you know what? I'll see what happens when it happens, man. Right now, I have to focus on Saturday. I have to get through Joe. After I win this fight, if I get a title shot next, then I get a title shot. If Dana called me and said, hey, you want me to fight Gilbert? I'm going to fight Gilbert, man. I'm a fighter, bro. It doesn't matter. The belt will come, you know what I mean? And like I said in the beginning of the year, if I don't get a title shot this year, I will go undefeated. And I will put myself in position by 2012 to have my title.
Have you changed your kind of stance at the beginning of the year? I mean, it seemed like at the beginning of the year you were much more, I want the belt, I want the title shot. Now you're just kind of more patient.
Well, I figure, in the beginning, you have to speak something into existence. If I don't say anything and play quiet, then I might not ever get it. So you have to be vocal to a sense. But I am laid back about it. It's gonna come, man. Like I just know it, man. Like it's almost like knowing what the lotto numbers are before the lottery is played, so that I hit the jackpot. I just really feel I'm next in line. I will be the world champion soon.
It's a patient approach, but you've asked for guys, you've asked for fights. Is there anything that you want to ask for with a win? Or are you just...
Man, you know what? I don't know what to ask for, man. Look, they gave me my wish by letting me fight in Houston. I asked for that. I'm happy, man. I'm home, you know what I mean? And I get to spend it with my family while I'm here. I'm going to win on Saturday, and then I'll see where it goes, man. I mean, if everybody... You know what? I'm going to put it like this. If the fans want to see me fight for the title next, I'll fight. If the fans want to see me fight Gilbert Melendez next, I'll fight Gilbert Melendez. That's whoever they want it to be, man. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think guys are like really lined up around the door, around the corner to fight me right now. So I think I'm in a good position right now. Man, you know what? I'm biased to that, man. Gray Man is a good friend of mine. Frankie Edgar's a cool guy. I don't know him personally, but we always speak to each other. Very respectful to each other. Both guys are great champions, and we'll see what happens, man. I feel like after I beat Joe Lazan, I'm going to have to fight one now and probably one later. It's still young in my career. I'm going to have to fight both guys eventually. So it doesn't matter who wins Saturday. I will scout the fight, though, after I win to see, what happens so that I can prepare myself just in case I have to get the title fight next.
What do you think would be a better matchup?
I don't think I'm a good matchup for any of those guys. I'm a bad matchup for myself. I look myself in the mirror and be fighting myself every day. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Since you have so much faith in your striking, do you kind of feel like if you stop Joe from taking you to the ground the first couple of times, and he's going to kind of be deflated by that, and you kind of...
Well, you see, my stand-up is good. I can't say I'm great at anything because I'm always learning. My stand-up is good, but I can also finish a fight on the ground too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know he's a little flimsy and stuff like that, but dude, when I'm in there, I'm a powerhouse, man. I'm putting every ounce of muscle behind everything I throw. I'm not trying to outpoint a guy. I'm trying to knock a guy out. So even if he try to play the jiu-jitsu game off his back, it still might be a bad night for Joe. So, I mean, wherever this fight go, I'm going to be prepared. You know what I mean? The only way is he's going to have to have freaking Houdini to have to pull off a submission on him. I promise you.
I know you've talked about this before, but why was it such a big deal for you to get to fight in Houston?
Man, because, New Orleans, I wanted to go home and spend personal time with my grandpa, my mom, my grandma. I had a newborn niece that was born a few months ago. I've been in Albuquerque since May. I haven't been back home. So it was good to go home. I felt that the UFC made me feel like a superstar, man. I got to see a couple of my ex-girlfriends. I got to say ha, 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 ha. You know what I mean? It was a moment. I wanted that moment for myself, and me and my wife enjoyed it. But mostly I wanted to be home with my family and be able to eat. I wasn't going to be able to do that if I had to cut weight, So it was good just to go home and enjoy home and not have to work. Right now, I'm in Houston, which is my second home. It's work. You know what I mean? I'm here, it's business. So, I have family here, and I haven't seen them yet. So, I mean, right now I have to be focused on the task in hand, and then I'm going to stay a few days late and see that side of the family. You know what I mean?
How do you like it?
Man, I'm loving it, man. I can't wait to eat some more.
No, but in terms of style, what do you...
Oh, man. I mean, all kinds of gumbo, man. Anything New Orleans style, Creole style, I love it. I should be a fat kid right now, man.
Melvin, your cousin Daniel Cormier, he's been pretty much claimed by new fans as being the new Fedor. What do you see him doing?
Daniel's a great guy, man. He coached me when I was on the national team in Louisiana. Awesome wrestler. He's come a long way, man. I'm proud of him. I haven't seen him in a while, but hopefully I get to see him again pretty soon. But they all thought I was actually crazy when I was 15, 16 doing MMA. I remember them guys telling me, man, you're too young. That's crazy. That sport's wicked. Now I see all of them have their retirement plan from wrestling to MMA. That's all MMA is, man. It's a good retirement plan to come out of collegiate wrestling and come out of Olympic wrestling and make a lot of money. You know, wrestlers dominate this sport.
Gotcha.